Relics are very powerful artifacts that we use to boost our characters, but there are also a lot of stories about what they are and where they come from. From strange planets to fantasy stories, all of the relics have their own origins. I think it would be interesting to take a closer look at the places our relics originated from. And today, I would like to tell you the story of Talia, the Kingdom of Banditry. Long ago, there was a planet named Talia that was ravaged by war. We don't know how the war started, but we do know that there were no winners left at the end. During the wars, the leaders of the planet completely doomed themselves by using too many nuclear weapons. This resulted in loads of radioactive dust and debris to litter the planet's surface, eventually wiping out civilization. After these wars, the planet became known as the Starry Junkyard, since only scraps of the old civilization could be found and all of the other useful resources were inaccessible. A long time later, the Galaxy Rangers, a group of volunteers that try to uphold justice in the galaxy, are chasing down a group of thieves. The thieves, in their desperation, had no other choice than to crash land on Talia, but since the surface of Talia is anything but safe, they had to retreat into a tunnel system underground. The thieves had successfully escaped the Galaxy Rangers, but now they found themselves stranded on Talia. While they were surviving underground, they slowly started to think about how they could make this into a great opportunity. Because why just survive if you can thrive as masters of a fallen planet? This is how the idea for a Kingdom of Banditry started. Slowly, more and more thieves and bandits started to settle down on Talia, and so the wealth and resources also steadily increased. Some thieves tried to take all of the wealth for themselves, and chaos ensued. However, eventually an old gangster who called himself the police officer founded Nailscrap Town. With his strong arm tactics and charisma, he managed to create a sort of order within the chaos. The people of Nailscrap Town began to repurpose old materials and technology to earn a living that way, and slowly a real economy started to form. The mechanics of Nailscrap Town started to create gear to help resist the nuclear dust and scorching winds, using materials they had found, and they repurposed old clothing from civilizations that were lost in the wars. They created powered armor, which was a great idea, except that only the bottom part remained after some explosive testing rounds. They even managed to create the Desert Terminal, a device that helped with detection and survival. The thieves eventually started to live and roam above ground again, and they created their own settlements and bandit camps. So now, Nailscrap is no longer the only town where bandits reside. However, this also created conflict, because the thieves began to prey upon one another, because fresh water and resources were still in high demand. The thieves of Talia sadly didn't manage to create a true Kingdom of Banditry, but this is maybe for the best. They have managed to survive and adapt to their situation even in the face of chaos and destruction. In the end, there is nothing new in Talia, just old things repurposed differently in changing times.